Hey, this is Pastor Holland, and I'm here at the Western Wall, also known as the Wailing Wall, as part of the, not part of the temple so much as part of the retaining wall that held up the area where the Roman guard was situated. The temple was actually built on the hill of Ophel, which is a little bit south of here. But anyhow, it talks about in Kings where Solomon dedicated the temple, and it talked about the glory of the Lord filling the temple so much that the priests couldn't even stand to minister because of the glory of the Lord that was in that place. And so, the song I wrote, Let It Rise, let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Let the praises of the Lord rise among us. Let it rise. Oh, let it rise. It was actually written in a coffee shop in Point Loma that was on the beach. And it was kind of a night. I was invited to do a Bible study there. And the place was just busy. People buying food, talking. It just was not an atmosphere that was conducive for worship. And so this heart cry in me was beginning to rise up, just wanting to know, God, how are you going to transform this coffee shop into this incredible place of worship? And so I began to cry out to the Lord, and I began to strum these three chords over and over again: G, D, C, G, D, C. And this cry just emerged out of my heart. Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. And so what I did is I turned to the band and said, here's the three chords. And I'm just praying in my heart, Lord, if you don't change the atmosphere of this place, it's going to be a disaster. Let your glory, let your presence fill this place. And I turned around and I just started singing the way it was recorded, Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. It came out exactly, spontaneously, as you hear it to this day. And it was really a gift from the Lord, really a heart cry for the presence of God. One of the things that I find interesting about worship in many churches is that we don't really have an expectation that God is actually going to be present in our worship. We have this idea that we're singing these songs. We're more focused on how the people are going to receive the music rather than how God is going to receive it. Is God going to receive the offering of praise? Is God going to receive the offering of worship? Or is this just for us? In many churches, the lights and the smoke and all of that stuff that happens really is more for the people than it is for the Lord. And but here in Israel, I'm reminded that everything on this temple, on this area here around the Temple Mount, as you're walking in, you're seeing signs that says the divine presence has never left this place. The divine presence is here. When you come, you're coming to meet the Lord. You're coming to worship the Lord, to be in the presence of the Lord. When you come to lead God's people into worship, do you have an anticipation that God is going to be there? Do you expect Him to meet you in the midst of your worship? Do you expect Him even to interrupt? What would you do if the Holy Spirit just said, you know what, I have something to say, or I have something I want done, or I want to change the song in the set list, and oh my goodness, you didn't tell the projectionist that the set list changed? You're in trouble. What about the presence of God? What if God decides to do something amazing? And here, being on the Temple Mount, it reminds me that we are people of the presence of God. We're not people of the, that are just trying to make a nice sounding band or put a nice flowing set list together or to impress people or to entertain people. It's all about the presence of Jesus. Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Let the praises of the King rise among us. Oh, let it rise. So, Pastor Holland Davis, I'm here in Israel. And I pray that the Lord blesses you and that you sense His presence as you lead God's people into worship.